Hi, Ryan.
How are you doing?
Nice to meet you. Good.
Nice to meet you.
So, you're going to tell me about Go Natural and Now, which is all Petcurean foods, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your food products, because I know you have a grain-free line. You also have, some others that are grain-free. So
we do.
Tell me all about it.
Some big focus for us on the foods are how we source our ingredients. We source them directly. All the food ingredients are coming out of North America, except for potatoes, which come out of Holland. 80% are regionally sourced using local family farmers up in Canada.
Very cool. Okay.
There they use councils. We call it a co-op. So any farmer who has, say, 500 chickens can become a member of the council, and we source through that council. So as opposed to industrial farming that we're used to down here.
Gotcha.
You have that free range, hormone-free,
very natural type of food, right? Very small quality control right there, where people can really keep an eye on their products and their food. Gotcha. Very cool.
We do have the Now line and the Go line. The difference between the two is the Now is using only 100% fresh meat for its protein. It's the only food on the market currently doing that.
Right. So this is made with fresh ingredients. In other words, it's not cooked. It's not in the meal or whatever. It's
not even frozen.
Fresh.
Correct. The turkeys and ducks are raised local to the plant. They're processed first thing in the morning.
Right.
The meat's put on ice, and within 4 hours, it's turned into dog food.
Very cool. And the salmon, the toxicant-free?
Salmon is a toxicant-free. None of our food has a toxicant from source to final point of the food.
Very cool. Very important. Okay.
Yes. Nice thing with 100% fresh meat is cooking it so quickly, you retain some more of the nutrients. Okay. It's only cooked once going into the food as opposed to a meal, which takes another cooking process. Gives you a moderate protein and a grain-free, and that's one of the things we like to focus on.
Right.
You have a 26% protein in the adult, so you now have a grain-free with a protein level safe for puppies, safe for giant and large breed dogs.
Right, for dogs that can't handle that 32 to 42% protein.
Exactly.
You can actually still feed them grain-free,
yes,
but not get too much protein in there like you do with some other foods. I got you. Okay, so that's a good alternative for people.
In the Go line, it's our concentrated solution-based formula.
Okay.
Some wonderful product in there from the chicken, fruit, and vegetable, which was our flagship food.
Okay.
574 kilocalories per cup. To give you a comparison, if you were to get a grocery store brand of dog food, you got about 200 calories per cup.
Right.
The customer would have to buy 3 bags of that dog food before they fed through 1 bag of the chicken, fruit, and vegetable.
So that's what people need to understand. You get a good food, and you're going to actually end up spending less in the long run because you're going to feed less, and you're going to have less waste.
Expensively per cup than the majority of the non-premium foods.
Right.
You have a healthier dog, you're going to the vet less, everybody's happy in the long run.
And cleaning up less.
Exactly, less waste in the backyard.
There's no fillers, right, in the food?
Correct.
So basically, everything that's in that food is usable by the dog.
Utilized, assimilated, very little on the back end for waste that isn't healthy. Your soluble and insoluble fibers.
No corn, no wheat, no soy, no any of that kind of stuff.
No BHA, no BHT, no ethoxyquin.
Very cool. And it's all manufactured in a Canadian facility, correct?
Correct.
Very cool. And all the ingredients come from fresh Canadian facility. Grain-free and non-grain-free for those people who don't want to feed grain-free.
Correct.
And I think that's about. Oh, you got canned food too.
We do have a canned line as well. And also, if you have a minute, I'd like to touch on our duck, quinoa, and kamut, and our salmon and oatmeal. Reason being, I know a big thing with dogs today is concerns about allergies. Allergies occur because of a prolonged exposure to a single protein. So if we can get people to start rotating their diet, we're going to help prevent this in the future. The nice thing with a single source protein is if I'm feeding just salmon, I can come off that, move to another single source, and it's nice and easy.
And the transition between proteins is a nice, easy transition, right?
Very easy. Once you're into the premium food level, you should, on almost any dog, be able to go from one bowl to the next of any premium bowl of food.
Very cool. All right. And the canned food, these are all grain-free, and there are a couple grain-free over here.
In dog, we have 2 SKUs of grain-free, 2 SKUs with whole grains, and the same in cat, 2 grain-free, 2 with grains. So again, gives you an option. All of them except our chicken, fruit, and vegetable are a pate. You can still see the chunks of fruits and vegetables.
Right.
Chicken, fruit, and vegetable looks more like a can of stew with a little less gravy in it.
Gotcha. Very cool. Well, very good product. Like I said, I like that it has the grain-free, and I like that it's also a lower protein source for some dogs that can't handle that. So
excellent.
Very cool. Very nice to meet you.
Thanks for your time. Have a good one.